Hello, hello. My name is Aleladia. I want you to know that it is not good to be alone. Two is better than one. Three is not easily broken. In this life that you and I live in as much as we are Christians, we must learn to make friends, even with those that are not Christians. I did not say we should learn their ways, but learn to be friends with them. The farmer that plants your crop, you don't know if he's a Christian, but yet you buy the food, you eat it. Even God himself allows the rain to fall on both the good and the evil. It is time for you to make friends. Listen, you may not know the importance of friendship or of connection until you fall into a crisis where you are alone. The Bible said, woe unto him that is alone. Even a king is his palace that has people that makes him relevant as a king. And it is clearly written in the book of Proverbs chapter 14 verses 28. It says, in the multitude of people is the king's honor. In the multitude of people is the king's honor. But in the want of people is the destruction of the prince. You are a royal priesthood. If you lack persons in your life, you are heading for destruction. There was a time they wanted to kill Jesus Christ. They wanted to kill him. But the Bible said because of the people around him, they could not kill him. Dare you? It is not all friends that make you angry that you just block them. You don't burn bridges because tomorrow you may need to drive through. You may need to walk through that bridge. You can choose to close a door, but never you break that house because we all need persons. Let me show you the scripture in the book of Luke chapter 20 verses 19, where Jesus wanted to be killed, but because of the people around him, they could not touch him. And the chief priests and the scribes, the same hour, sought to lay hands on him. And they feared the people. And they feared the people. There are some persons in your life. There are persons you will have in your life. Because of those persons, anyone that wants to lay hand on you will be afraid of you. It is time for you to learn to make friends. I will read you a story in the book of Luke chapter 16. Jesus told us about this man that was a manager in a company and he wasn't doing well, and the boss thought to sack him. The Bible said that people that were owing the boss money, this manager sat down and calculated and started to reduce their debt so he could make friends with them, and so that when they sack him, he will have where to fall back to. And the Bible mentioned in verses 9 of the same Luke chapter 16, it says, I tell you, use worldly wealth to gain friends for yourselves, so that when it is gone, you will be welcome into eternal dwellings. Use worldly wealth to gain friends for yourself. People's birthdays, celebrate them. Buy them gifts. Great men, great people of influence, people that you know that have wisdom, that tomorrow they will lend you their wisdom when you fall into crisis of ignorance on how to go about a situation. They have birthdays. Look out for their birthdays. Use your money. Buy them gifts. Because the scripture says in Luke 16:9, I tell you, use worldly wealth to gain friends for yourself. If we go to the Message translation, it reads, I want you to be smart in the same way, but for what is right, using every adversity to stimulate you to create your attention on the bare essentials, so you will live, really live, and not complacently just get by on good behavior. I want you to be smart. Some of you, the people that lifted you in life, this Christmas that passed, this Happy New Year that passed, you did not send them anything. You are not smart. You dump friends because you think you don't need them. Then when you run into crisis, you become alone. No wonder people enter depression. No wonder people commit suicide. No wonder people go into hard drugs because their companions are now drugs and alcohol. They did not make friends in humans. If we go further to the NIV translation of Luke chapter 16, it says, here is the lesson. Use your worldly resources to benefit others and make friends. Then when your earthly possessions are gone, they will welcome you to an eternal home. I'm encouraging you to build connectivity. A guy told you he loves you and he wants to date you. And because of that, you just start to curse him and you block him. It doesn't make sense. There are some persons that would have proposed marriage to you and you told them no, you don't want it. You can still be friends. Do you know that years later you'll be surprised that that person can connect you and the person will say, oh Mona, you break my heart, but don't worry, I don't already marry, I'm happily married. What do you need? What do you need? You were a good girl, you were nice. The way you broke my heart, you were so soft. You not just disgrace me, you just told me in a very matured way. I like it. You don't just burn all the bridges. There are some girls that you offended. All you need to do is to send a message. I am sorry the way I hurt you. I am sorry for leading you so far. And at the end of the day, I told you I could not. Please forgive me. I was childish about my character, or this and this happened. It was my mother that told me I cannot get married to you. Please forgive me. You guys are still friends. Not because you want anything in between her legs. You don't know how you will need that person tomorrow. Even your children, your kids could get married tomorrow. That is what the life is all about. Don't just cut off all your friends because you have one friend. Oh, I'm engaged, Joe. I'm not going to talk to any guy again. I'm engaged, Joe. I'm not going to talk to any girl again. The day that person you are engaged to breaks your heart, who will you fall back to? You don't need to fall back to that person for marriage, but you can fall back to that person for counseling. You can even fall back to the person for marriage. Hello. There are some persons that had friends they were always talking to. Hey, look at what is happening in my relationship. The friend was there encouraging them. But later on, the relationship kicked the bucket and they actually now married the other person. Am I saying, oh, hold friends so that if in case anything happens, look at what the Bible said. The Bible said that when you yourself, you have lost, you will have what to fall back in. It's both in emotions, it's both in finances, it's both in networking, it is both in life. Don't just be alone. Don't be alone. If you look at the book of Luke chapter 16 verses 14b, it says, what people value is highly detestable in God's sight. Try to value God's humans and make them premium. Stay connected to your friends. Unblock that friends and start chatting. The Lord will give you wisdom. God bless you. Bye.